So we are simplifying a ratio of decimals, and we're going to write the ratio as a fraction in simplest form with whole numbers in the numerator and denominator. So first thing, why don't we go ahead and take our ratio here, 0.36 gallons to 0.30 gallons, or we can say 36 hundredths gallons to 30 hundredths gallons. Let's write that ratio in fraction form. So in our numerator, we have 0.36 gallons. In our denominator, 0.30 gallons. All right, now we can see we have decimal numbers for the numerator and denominator. So the first thing we want to consider is how can we clear the decimals? And so this employs a strategy of equivalent fractions. Okay, so we basically want to take the fraction we have and get something equivalent to it that has whole numbers. So let's consider, what if I took the numerator and denominator and multiplied each of those by 10? What would that give me? Well, if I multiply the numerator by 10, I get 3.6. And if I multiply the denominator by 10, I get 3. So it doesn't quite give me whole numbers in the numerator and denominator. So let's try something else. What if instead of multiplying the numerator and denominator by 10, instead we multiply them by 100? Okay, so the numerator multiplied by 100 gives us 36. The denominator multiplied by 100 gives us 30. So that actually gives us an equivalent fraction where we have whole numbers in the numerator and denominator. But let's just try one more. What if, I was thinking, I want a different fraction. What if we multiplied the numerator and denominator by 1,000? So the numerator multiplied by 1,000 is 360. The denominator multiplied by 1,000 is 300. So again, we have another equivalent fraction where we have whole numbers in the numerator and denominator. But personally, I'm going to go ahead and go with the second option, which is 36 gallons over 30 gallons, because I prefer working with the smaller whole numbers. Okay, so now let's reduce. So first thing I'm going to do is reduce our units, because gallons divided by gallons reduce the same way as if I were reducing numerical values. Since they are the same, I can reduce them, and now I don't have units in my ratio. All right, now the 36, let's think about common factors. 2 is a common factor of 36 and 30. So is 3. But you know what? Let's go with bigger than that, 6. So 36 can be written as 6 times 6. 30 can be written as 6 times 5. And we don't have the gallons anymore there because we reduced them in our first step. And so 6 divided by 6, that reduces to 1. And so we're left with a fraction of 6/5. Okay, so keep in mind our original ratio, our answer, this bad boy right here, this bad boy right here, and this bad boy right there. Those are all equivalent fractions.